Hi folks, welcome back to the sim. Today is a gorgeous rainy day in Seattle. We've been waiting a month for this rain to blow out the wildfire smoke. It's here, thank goodness, but VFR pilots aren't going to have a whole lot of fun today. So what we're going to do is an IFR flight from Boeing Field to Bremerton. I've got SkyVector up and it's showing us here Boeing Field. We'll look at our takeoff point here. Calm winds, rain, scattered 25, broken 42, overcast at 50, temperatures 9, dew point 7, altimeter 2976. Now conditions at Bremerton are actually quite a bit worse. 210 at 4 knots, so we'll want to shoot the 20 approach. That's going to give us headwinds. 10 statute miles. Visibility is good, but the problem is the cloud deck's broken at 5. So minimums are low, right? 500 feet above the ground is where the clouds are. If we look at our approach plates for ILS runway 20 at Bremerton, we know the airport elevation is 444. Our minimums, if we shoot the ILS approach, 642.5 miles. So 642, that's an MSL. So we know that cloud decks are reported above ground level. So what's our actual AGL? Well, it's right here. It's 200 feet above the ground. We know the clouds are supposed to be at 500, which means that we should be able to pop down out of the clouds with 300 feet to spare before we hit our minimum, so we don't have to fire off a missed approach, right? What is the actual route that we want to fly? Well, we want to do KBFI, right? And then we want to do WUMOX, and then KPWT. Because WUMOX is how we do the Bremerton ILS approach, which is the approach we need for the minimums that we need. We're going to file the route, and then we're going to get our clearance. Now remember craft, I believe that's clearance, route, altitude, right? Frequency, transponder. IFR, 6378 Mike, /G, one aircraft, not heavy, true airspeed is 115, departure location is KBFI, arriving location is KPWT. I want a cruising altitude of 4,000, it's an IFR, not a VFR. Alternate airport, we'll make it KTIW, and the route of flight is just WUMOX. There you go, boom. Okay, cold and dark, cold and dark, cold and dark, cold and dark. So let's do our pre-flight. And I'm hoping that we actually get into some IMC, like we can actually get into the soup a little bit. All looks good, you know, go out there, touch the pitot, clear prop.
1,400 scattered, ceiling 3,000 broken, 5,000 overcast.
Boeing ground, good day, Cessna November 6378 Mike with X-ray. I'd like to pick up our IFR clearance to Bremerton, Kilo Papa Whiskey Tango.
6378 Mike, cleared to the Papa Whiskey Tango Airport, Kent 8, departure to Zyget, direct WUMOX, direct, maintain the correction fund via the SID, about 4,000 feet, 10 minutes after departure, departure frequency 120.4, and squawk 3765.
Let's see, cleared KPWT via the Kent 8 departure, then Zyged, then direct WUMOX, climb via the SID, 4,000 feet, departure frequency 120.4, squawk 3765 for 78 Mike.
78 Mike, read back is correct.
Okay, cleared to Bremerton. Must make the Kent 8 departure, not the Nirvana. It's the Kent 8. Okay. Narrative on following page. We'll try runway 14 left, that's a small runway. Climb heading 137. Boeing ground, Cessna 6378 Mike requesting clarification. Do I have altitude 4,000 on climb out to Zyget or expect 4,000 after Zyget?
So good, our couple aircraft for 1 on the 6378, your clear altitude is 2,000, you can expect 4,000.
Cleared altitude is 2,000, expect 4,000, 78 Mike, thank you.
Okay, 6378 Mike, Boeing ground, runway 14 left, taxi via Alpha.
14 left, taxi via Alpha, 78 Mike. Alright, 14 left, taxi via Alpha. We got that one right. We expected 14 left, and we got it. That's going to be Alpha 2. Stop that. Stop. I know what the FBOs are here. Mag drop is good. Fuel flow is good. Pressure is good. Temperature, EGT, vac are okay. We've got plenty of fuel.
Number 6378, Mike Boeing Tower, good morning. Would come, runway 14 left, clear for takeoff.
14 left, clear for takeoff, wind calm. Good morning, 6378 Mike. All right, feeling good. Engine instruments are in the green. Airspeed is live, looking for 55. Let's fly.
Number 6378, Mike, Seattle departure, report.
Contact Seattle departure, 6378 Mike. Seattle departure, good morning. Cessna 6378 Mike on the Kent 8 departure.
Number 6378, Mike, Seattle departure, radar contact, final maintain 4000.
Radar contact, climb maintain 4000, 6378 Mike. All right, let's go. And we are about to enter some clouds, so this is going to be the real stuff here. Okay, look at that. There's Zyged right there. You see that? Okay. Just let's watch those wings, man. Don't ice up. Okay, now we are in.
Number 78, Mike, turn right heading 270, radar vectors for WUMOX.
Turn right 270, radar vectors for WUMOX, 78 Mike. Doing a standard rate turn. We're 4,000, and maybe I need to pull that throttle a little bit back. What do you think? Looking around, you can still see some stuff. We're being routed right over top of Seattle SEA, which is really cool. That is the least traffic I've ever seen. All right, there we go. All right, so we're on our way.
Yeah, we're 78 Mike, say port request into Bremerton.
78 Mike would like the ILS 20 for Bremerton.
Number 78 Mike, roger, planning 300, vectors to final for the ILS runway 20 approach.
78 Mike, fly 300, vectors final for the ILS 20. 78 Mike. All right, we're in the soup now. Oh, come on. Fine. I'll just get it myself. 23003. And we want to be, okay, plates, approach. We want to be at 4,000, no lower than 3,500.
Hello.
It's thoroughly strange.
If there's so much time to do a radio check, I do read you loud and clear.
Okay, we're on the CTAF, we're ready to dial in. We've got the weather. It's getting a little bumpy up here. WUMOX is 8 miles. Listening for those vectors. We're still on 1204, which is good. So we're sort of headed towards CFFWM. Now if we cross, right?
Number 78 Mike, traffic's overtaking no factor now, it's going to maintain 2,500. The altimeter at Bremerton, 2977.
Descend to maintain 2,500, 78 Mike. And we'll do IAS mode, and we'll pull the throttle back. Down we come. Okay, coming down, 2,500. Now, my guess is that's going to mean he's going to want me to make a left-hand turn to hit WUMOX, because this is already the 2,500 is the crossing altitude for WUMOX. So that's good. Let's go ahead and make sure that nav 1 is set to 1110. That's going to be our localizer. How do we know that? We know that because it says localizer 111. And then we'll hit CDI, fly the localizer and the glide slope all the way down. And in fact, I could probably hit it right now. Okay, there it is. Yeah, sorry, 111 IPWT. Okay, that's good. We have the glide slope there, and the localizer is there.
78 Mike, 3 miles from WUMOX, turn left heading 230. Maintain 2,500 until established on the localizer. Third ILS runway 20 approach.
Turn left heading 230, maintain 2,500 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS approach, runway 20, 78 Mike. Right, we got vector to final, baby. And we're 230 until we're on the localizer, see? And we're about to be on the localizer. Okay, and then there's our 2,000, so we're going to go ahead and bring the RPM back up. The localizer is just about to cross. Go ahead and just... I'll start taking it manual here in a second. Okay, there we go. And we're established in the localizer. Standard rate turn, nice and easy. Don't be gaining no altitude now.
Number 78 Mike, there's no known or observed traffic between you and the Bremerton Airport. Report cancellation of IFR in the air. This frequency, you're on the ground, 122.2. Change your advisory frequency to 30.
No traffic between me and the airport. Cancel on this frequency. Change to advisory frequency approved. Let's go ahead and terminate the IFR flight plan. Thank you, 78 Mike. Flaps 1. For landing checklist. Both tanks, fuel shutoff is in, mixture is rich, flaps are up, all lights are active, master's on, keys are in both. Plenty of fuel, seat belts. Seats up, seat belts are fastened. Before landing checklist is complete. Yep, can't see nothing. Alright, we want to intercept that glide slope and stay on it. I don't know what that flight director thinks it's doing, but it needs to shut up. Alright, on glide slope. On the needles. Now remember, our minimums are going to be, he said, 642, so let's call that 650. I'm going to go ahead and set my altitude bug to 650 to remind myself that's where the minimums are. Apparently I can't, so I'll set it to 700. There's 85, I can do flaps too. Bremerton traffic, Cessna 6378 Mike is on a 3-mile final, runway 20 on the ILS 20 approach, full stop Bremerton. Look up, look at that, I can see the runway, awesome. So we can go ahead and poke our nose up here and finish the rest of this thing visually, which is awesome. Look at that, we got 2 reds and 2 whites. That is fabulous. Not going to have to shoot miss today. A little high, so we'll go ahead and throttle back, increase that sync rate. Bremerton traffic, Cessna 6378 Mike's on short, final runway 20, full stop Bremerton. Wind's not a huge factor. It's a nice slow approach, you got just a little bit of a headwind here. And runway is made. Oh, that was a bubble, that wasn't good. I'll keep the nose up. Bremerton traffic, Cessna 6378 Mike's clear, runway 20, Bremerton. Need to put a little more English on it there. That's how you do a 270. Look at that. Oh. Avionics, all other lights off. Throttle and... Bremerton, I am home. Good times, huh? Interesting few moments there. I got to learn what vectors to final were a little bit. You know, all the plates and everything worked out pretty well. The G1000 on the aircraft worked really well and was all in line with everything I expected and saw. We had some real IMC, right? We couldn't see out there. We had to use our instruments, and it felt good. Now, the next time, I'll probably want to hand fly a little bit more. I was having my autopilot do a lot of the work, but got to get used to the flow and the communications and all that. I know I could do a lot better, a lot faster, but I had a blast. It was a ton of fun. IFR flight is super, super cool. So I'm going to do a lot more of this and hope you'll join me. So have a great day, and we'll see you next time.